Okay, here's a quick look at what I-35 looks like between Belton and Temple. Here are the specific loops and state highways and stuff like that. I'm not going to name that, but here is what it looks like about 8 miles long between Belton and Temple right now. And here is TxDOT's new proposed project that is expected to begin in 2030. TxDOT is looking to widen I-35 between this 8-mile radius at least 200 feet wider. TxDOT says this new plan will help with traffic flow and overall congestion because let's say if you're trying to get on I-35 through the 6th Avenue area in Belton, it's like literally so congested in there, and it's also a lot of crashes that happen there. So they want to help with that. And you already know people are moving to Texas every single day. I'm a Texas transplant myself, so that's going to help with the traffic flow from people who are driving from Chicago or driving from South Texas and just get it to where there's no traffic in this Temple Belton area. But residents are not feeling this project, and they say there are a lot of flaws in it. One of the flaws residents have mentioned was that if this project goes through, there will be no exit for anyone to drive off of to get into downtown Belton. There are dozens of local business owners that are in downtown Belton and thrive from community support. But if no one knows they exist because they're simply driving through Belton, that is where their problem lies. And I spoke to some homeowners who live near I-35 and that same exit that won't exist anymore but be spread out. And they said they're not excited about the noise pollution that will come with more cars driving on 35. And you'll have to look at the project yourself, but there are a lot of cul-de-sacs that will be right off of the highway. And a city council member I spoke with today told me having cul-de-sacs coming right off of I-35 simply makes no sense. Right now, here is where the plan is. They're hosting a number of meetings starting this month, and then for the rest of the year, there'll be multiple meetings where people can share their concerns, and that's what's happening this week. Then in 2027, they're going to finalize their schematics, and they're also working with local council members and the community to get all of those concerns into one, present it to engineers on this project, and then maybe they'll change some things. I don't know yet. And then the environmental part to make sure there's no sort of pollution or anything like that. And then 2028 through 2030, the final adjustments, and then boom, construction expected to start in 2030. TxDOT wanted to make it clear that this is still in the early stages, but people are very concerned because it's going to impact business owners that are on that area of I-35 that's around that 200 feet that they're spreading out on. Yeah, all of those businesses are going to be bulldozed over because they're going to need that for more highway. The city of Belton specifically and especially will be pushed back. And the city of Temple will be impacted as well because it'll be harder to get access to Temple when you get off of 35 and you got to go all the way around for most of those exits just to get to where you want to go in Temple. If you weren't able to get to any of the meetings this week, no worries. You can call TxDOT, send the mail, or send the project officials an email with your concerns.